Hi, I'm Tom from VariZoom, and here to give you a quick demo on the Stealthy. Stealthy is our new patented combination stabilizer, monopod, tripod, three-point shooter. Really excited to tell you about this. It's one of the best projects we've ever come out with, and it works on a whole variety of cameras up to 5 pounds, whether it's a DSLR or a video camera like a Canon 5D, or even something as small as this little point and shoot Canon that you see right here. It's just a great little product. So with this little point and shoot, I'll give you a quick little demo. This is what we call three-point shooter, and with this you can see I've got a three-point shooter just like that. Flip it over in this mode, and now you can see I've got a nice little monopod. I call this lap monopod. Can you bring me that chair? And so now I've got a nice little lap monopod here that if I was like in the stands, and I use this a lot. I've got 4 kids, so I'm constantly doing sports, but without encroaching on anybody else, I've got this nice tight little monopod to shoot here. If I want to get up and go shoot something maybe over in a different area, I'm just going to flip this down. I guess I'd turn on my camera. And now I've got this great little point and shoot. I've got the stability because I'm holding it, in 3 points, and it's very much more stable. You can see it's like people comment that it's like a little transformer. Now I'm going to put this down on my hip. Comes with this hook. And you see how that hangs there? It's just super slick. You're going to love it. It makes your camera more convenient and more easy to use with the Stealthy than without. So one more time, I'm going to go through it with you. On the hip, pull it up. This is what we call camcorder mode. So if I want to get video in this mode, this is a very comfortable mode for just shooting video and putting it back down. I flip it down this way, and now I've got the monopod mode that we talked about. Okay. Bring this back, flip this forward, and you can see in seconds, now look what I got. I've got the three-point shooter I showed you, but I got more than that. I even have a tripod that I can use, or I can use it like a high hat or a low hat, as many people refer to it. This is ideal if you're on many vacations. One parent's usually left out of the photos because somebody's got to hold the camera. Now you can take advantage of your self-shooting and just have this, get yourself in the picture, hit it, go jump on the other side of it. And like I said, it's so compact and small, it's much easier to take along than not. One more thing I almost forgot, but it's no small feature to many of you. You're going to love this. You saw the monopod, right? Well, it's also a stabilizer. That's right, this is a full gimbaled stabilizer. Now you can see I've got a small adjustment here where I'm taking the handle loose. But what you can't tell right off the bat is that I've got a fully functioning gimbaled stabilizer here. Now, I've already balanced this camera earlier, so now I've got the ability to do all kinds of stabilized shots. And because of our patented system, you can see I don't have anything fore and aft down here low. I can hold this tight to my body. That means less arm fatigue. But just like on a crane, and I've got a crane here in front of me, you can actually get like a simulated crane shot where you can go up and shoot down over your subject, come back down, and I could go even all the way down to the floor. And I can shoot up under, whether it's up under a table or anything else. Now, I've been using primarily this little camera, this little point and shoot, but this is at the very, very low and lightest end that you would use the Stealthy. So I'm going to put that back here, and then let's go straight to a more full-size video rig. Again, same thing. Now you can see these collared weights. These weights are only if you're going to use the stabilizer. This helps offset the weight of the camera if you're going to use the stabilizer mode. Many people are interested in using this product just for the simple purpose of using it as a tabletop tripod and a three-point shooter. Again, you can see all the same features. Tabletop tripod, like that. And now I've got a nice monopod Again, in the lap monopod mode, I can adjust it. Now, for another few dollars, you've got the ability to get the extended monopod. That's simple. Pop it in, and this will go up another 6 inches, you know, probably 6'6" right in there. And now you've got a full height tripod. But most times, you know, you may just use it without the tripod or without the monopod. And again, just like I showed you with the point and shoot, I've got the ability to flip and fold and put this thing away and hang it on my hip, just like that. And like I said, it's more convenient to bring along like this than rather than hang it around your neck or carry it in a bag. You know, we've been making stabilizers here at VariZoom for many years. And many times they just sit there and gather dust because people need it for just a few minutes. And they can't justify the time it takes to go from monopod to stabilizer and then back from stabilizer to 3-point shooter. So what happens is they have to make a decision, and time, you know, is money, and they don't want to miss a shot, so they end up trying to do a stabilized shot, you know, in a mode like this or on a tripod where because they just didn't have the time to switch back and forth. So again, we should give you a demonstration on stabilizer mode now on this heavier camera. It's leaning a little bit, and that's because I balanced it earlier. That was with the window out, or the viewfinder. So you can see this camera's pretty well balanced. Now you can see how it stayed straight. That means I'm very, very close to being exactly balanced. If it wasn't, it would start to pendulum. And again, now I've got the same thing. If you want to bring that crane over here, and you can see just like the video camera that's on here of similar size, I can actually get a simulated crane shot here. Let's come on back down. Okay. Now the best part about the Stealthy is that even though the Stealthy does the job of like a 3-point shooter, a small tabletop tripod, a monopod, a stabilizer, it costs really about the same as any one of those devices, but it replaces all 5. And if you even consider with a crane, it'll give you some crane-like movements too. And it's really a very, very good deal for the money. Now you DSLR folks, we have a lot of people that love these Stealthys for photography alone, but they do like the ability that when they need it, they can also shoot video. So here's a little DSLR. This is a T1 or a T3. But anyways, this could just as easily be a 5D like we're shooting with right now. And again, just so everybody knows it works for their camera, there you are in your what we call holster mode. Flip that up, bring this back. I'm just a small movement, I'm locking that. And now I've got 3-point shooter. That's a little close for my liking. I'm gonna bring it out a little further. And that's exactly about how I would have it for myself. And again, that's simple. Flip it in, and I've got my short monopod mode right here. If I want to get a stabilized shot, I'm popping it out, I'm unlocking that little gimbal. I'm going to raise this because I had that out for my 3-point shooter mode. Now I'm just simply going to use it as a stabilizer. So I'm going to balance this. Just about balanced. And that's looking pretty good. And so again, same thing. I've got all the same options that I had with that little point and shoot and even the heavier camera. And again, another good thing about this is when you look at any stabilizer or any 3-point shooters, you usually can't set them down. If you take a look at this, even in the holster mode, on my hip here, I can always pick it up. If I'm gonna sit down, I can still set it down. Too many times people have to take the camera off the device and either separate the two, or they gotta lay their camera on its side, and nobody wants to do that. But again, you can also set it down in your tripod mode as well, just like that. I hope you will take a look at this either online or on YouTube like maybe you are right now. And we're at VariZoom.com, and you can probably find your camera on one of our devices and see if it works for you.